Movie people. Well, we sure do learn a lot about human nature when a movie people come to Darwoon. Everybody's talking about it soon as a first Hollywood person comes to look around town, see if any place good for make a movie. This fellow walks into invisible spectacles, which is the only business in a town. He asks, are there any houses in Darwoon we could rent for make a movie about drug addict girl, crank whore, rolling around in a bed, guys bring her dope? You know, little movie scene like a that. Girl's name is a Violet. Her house be called Violet's Lair. Oh, sure, says Emmy, the girlfriend of Luke who runs Invisible Spectacles. I know all about Darwoon. I'll show you round. Find a perfect house for movie. Ooh, she's a thunkin'. I can make a lot of money from Hollywood big shots. Now, I got a friend in Darwoon named Piano Ben, so called because he plays jazz piano. Well, besides playing a piano, Ben's very paranoid, goes to shrink, gets prescriptions, lots of pills. It happens that Ben's backpacking with his friend Ray in the Sierra Mountains. They've already been gone 3 weeks. Will be gone at least 2 more, according to what he said before leaving for Buckperkin trip. Ben lives up a street from me. He's renting a house from Brooke. She lives in a long tree 40 miles away. Ben's paying Brooke $100 a month for little house. It's all messed up, leaky plumbing, leaky roof. Ben don't mind living a big mess house as long as it's cheap. So Ben's backperkin' when movie people come to Darwoon. Emmy has found them a little old house down Main Street that nobody lives in. They're gonna pay owners $250 a day to shoot a scene in one room, Violet's Lair. Movie about drug addicts laying around shooting dupes, snurfing crunk. Who would have guessed it? Just a couple of days before they start shooting movie, this a lawyer shows up to talk to the movie people. He's been sent by the owners of a house next door to the little movie house. They live in a fancy house in a city, only come to Darwoon for vacation, which it happens that they are coming the very same days that Hollywood people will be shooting movie next door. Lawyer says they want movie people to pay him $10,000 for disturbing their peace and quiet. Oops, looks like deal's off, says Hollywood guy to Emmy, who's all besnaffled by this news. Looks like we won't be able to shoot a Violet's Lair scene in Darwoon after all. Arg, no, says Emmy. Wait a minute. There's other hooses in Darwoon just perfect for make a movie. How about Brooke's house up a street? She don't live there or nothing. Emmy don't mention that Ben pays a runt to live in hoose, has all his stuff sitting in a hoose. Emmy runs off to call up Brooke in Longtree. Brooke puts on real short skirt to impress movie people, jumps in a Juke Cherokee, drives out to Darwoon. It's okay I run to house while Ben's in the mountains, Brooke tells him. We have an understanding, like roommates. I can do anything I want in a house without Ben's permission. Besides, Brooke tells Emmy and a movie guy, Ben's last runt chick bunced. Soon, Emmy's telling everybody in a Darwoon and even in a Longtree 40 miles away about Ben buncing Chuck. This whole deal sounds pretty bad to me. Here's Ben, who's already paranoid, in the mountains, thinking everything's okay in his house, and these movie people are going to go in his house, turn it into a drug den, Violet's Lair. What can I do? I remember in the old days the native Merkins communicated long distances using mental telepathy. So I go ahead and try it. Start thinking, Ben, come back to Darwoon. Come back right away. Next day they're fixing up Ben's house to film the Violet's Lair scene next morning. I'm thinking, Ben, hurry back. But no sign of Ben by nightfall. That night I'm a go to sleep thinking, come back, Ben. Well, Ben and Ray drove into town at 3 in the morning. Ben sees Snowfa and Chair out in the yard, thinks, oh shit, I'm evicted. Goes into house, tries to turn on a lamp on a table, but it don't feel right. Finally, he gets it turned on, sees it's not his lump. What's a going on, he's a wonder. Then sees a big box on a floor. Never seen this a box before. Opens it up, it's full of hypodermic needles, little packages of dupe, white powder, laboratory equipment, so forth. Oh boy, I'm being set up, thinks Ben. They're conspiring to burst me. He runs out of house with Ray. Ray says, I'm not goon bucking there. Ben gathers up all the drug paraphernalia to throw in a dumpster just as it starts getting light. Ben's walking up a street to dumpster, and here comes Rupert down from his water tank residence on a hill. Ben shows drug paraphernalia to Rupert, says, I'm being set up. Rupert tells Ben, you're not being set up, they're making a movie. Whoa, thinks Ben, they're making a whole movie to set me oop. That morning when I'm a go out in the yard to feed the birds, I notice Ben's car in front of his house. Wow, Ben's back, thank God, I'm a thunk. But what's he gonna do with the movie people all over his house? He must be freaked out. Soon I see Ben walking down the street. I go and talk to him. He tells me about arriving in town in the middle of the night, finding drug den in his house. By now, he's pretty pissed off about movie people using his house without his permission. He says everybody in town's been real nice to him, buttering him up just so's he don't want his house back right now. Brooke's gonna forgive the Bunce chick, give Ben another $100. Emmy's baking him cookies. Everybody all kiss-assy. How was your trip? So forth. I asked Ben, how come you knew to come out of the Sierra? He says, I heard a voice inside my head telling me something's not right in Darwoon. Better hurry back home. I'm a thunk. Old Injun telegraphed really works.